people want to always discredit Dr. Umar, and I just want to point out something about Dr. Umar. He is literally standing in a building to where he calls it his school, but for some reason people are really trying to make this guy out to look like a true scammer because he got a lot of donations over a course of some few years to start a school. And I guess it's not happening fast enough for everyone. So everybody is like, oh, he doesn't have no school. There's no school after all this time. He still haven't done no school. Why he can't start? Why his school haven't opened? LeBron James started the school, yada, yada, yada. And time after time after time. And people always want to skip this part about Dr. Umar. And he's always somewhere at some campus that he always speaks about. He speaks about how he has 4 buildings that covers a whole block, but there's still black people that really still try to make him seem like he scammed a lot of people out of their money talking about a school, when obviously he got donations to buy a building. He bought a building outright. I believe personally, I don't think Dr. Umar scammed everybody out of their money. I believe he did a lot of pandering to black women to try to get donations, which is cool because back when I was working retail, you had to kind of talk in a way to try to get those sales and to get people to sign up for a high interest credit card. You gotta kind of work your way in there. So I understand him trying to pander to a certain group that that obviously has some interest in him to get them to spend some money with him. But I don't think he did it just for personal gain, because he bought a property with 4 buildings. And I just personally believe that Dr. Umar bit off way more than he can chew with the school situation. I think he thought in his eyes that he can just buy a building and open up the next day, which, in a perfect world, yeah. But if you ask anybody, and I've been through this before, that you had a plan to get something done, and in your mind, you felt like that I'm going to do this, and this, and it's done. But, that's the plan. But then when you start out doing it, you run into this obstacle, and this obstacle, and this obstacle, and this obstacle. And then before you know it, you're overwhelmed with stress and stuff, and you don't even, you kind of get slowed down, and you miss the projected date that you thought you were going to complete it. And, it becomes, but like I said, I don't think he scammed everybody out of their money. I think it's just taking longer than what he thought it was going to be. And plus you got niggas that's impatient, that just, can't wait to just make somebody out to be just as bad as them, perhaps. But let's just get back into the video.